Hey guys, so it's that time of year where things start to speed up. Schoolwork's getting harder and the weather's still pretty wacky. Some days it's 35 degrees and some days it's 75. And the seniors are doing their best to balance everything that's going on in their lives. Everything that's happening right about now can seem kind of overwhelming at times, and it can be hard to focus on God. So when we're faced with situations that distract us or take our attention away from God, we have to remember who's in control. In Proverbs 4:25 it says, "Look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you." I like this verse because it's a good reminder for me not to get caught up in the things of the world. Sometimes when I'm really busy, I can find myself saying that I don't really have time to read the Bible today, or that I need to get all this other stuff done before I can even focus on Jesus. But in all reality, if I just took a step back and focused on the important things, then whatever stress I'm experiencing at the moment will seem less significant when compared with the love that God has for me. Remember the words of Paul in Romans 12:2 when he says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." It's easy, especially in times where we have a lot going on, to blame God for all the bad things happening. We'll say things like, "Well, I'm too stressed because God has put too much on my plate right now for me to handle." With this, our focus begins to fade from God, and we can find ourselves drifting away. It's so easy to forget that God himself is love, and whatever distraction we're facing, he's given us the strength to face. In 1 Corinthians 10:13 it says, "No temptation has overtaken you that is unusual for human beings. But God is faithful, and he will not allow you to be tempted beyond your strength. Instead, along with the temptation, he will also provide a way out, so that you may be able to endure it." Remember to always look to God when we're feeling cluttered at the end of the school year. So as schoolwork begins to pick up, and stress begins to feel like it's taking over your life, remember to pray for one another. Seniors, it would probably be an understatement to say that your life is spinning in circles right about now, but remember that God is in control, and we're all going to, remember that God is in control. We're all going to be hit with something that seems to be just too much for us to handle at the moment. Do we all remember the TV show Wipeout? You know?
Love it.
Well, it can kind of feel like that sometimes. It feels like we're slipping and sliding all over the place, dodging obstacles that will most likely knock us down. But with God, we have a teammate to pick us back up again after the fall. So as I close, I'd like to leave you with one of my favorite verses that seems to always keep me focused. In Philippians 4:8 it says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things."